All right, so here we have the dumbest criticism of Kobe Bryant. As you guys know, Kobe Bryant's legacy today is under attack. Too many people are feeling comfortable comfortable saying that Kobe Bryant is not even a top 10 player all time, which is crazy as hell. And we know Kobe's a legend. The closest thing ever to Michael Jordan. So Kobe has more than enough accolades to be in the top 10 and also deep into it. But bro, so yeah, this is it. There are a lot of dumb criticism about Kobe Bryant. And let's see what this guy has to say about them. Hope you guys are doing good. Well, hold on. I'm just gonna move right there. Hope you guys are doing fine. Okay, whatever.
One of the most frustrating things about basketball discourse today is that much of it is emotionally motivated, which naturally results in people completely disregarding important context in these discussions. This has stemmed plenty of common, dumb criticisms about some of the greatest players in NBA history. Now I gotta be honest, it doesn't really matter to me who is the focus of the criticism. As long as it isn't based in truth, I'm gonna be annoyed by it. So I may make videos on the dumbest criticisms of LeBron, Jordan, Magic, Steph, and so on. So let me know if that's something that interests you, and if it does, please make sure to like and leave a comment, because that certainly helps as well. But anyway, back to Kobe. Now I'll bet you're pretty familiar with this criticism. It's the narrative that Kobe was terrible in Game 7 of the 2010 NBA Finals. And some have even suggested that Pau Gasol was the real MVP of that series.
Oh my bro, see this is the thing, bro. There's literally never been a legit argument for this. Okay, Kobe was the MVP of that series. Okay, bro, anyone who's being objective can see this. But bro, people who like to discredit Kobe's entire performance during that series on average, during those finals, just because of that Game 7 where it's he shot 6 for 24 from the field, bro, just because of that, bro, come on. Kobe was still the leading scorer of that entire game for both teams. Okay, he had 23 points. No one else on the court scored more or even as much. Okay, yes, he went 6 for 24, but he was still the leading scorer of that game. Okay, and on top of that, he still had 15 rebounds, and he made a clutch assist at the end. To Ron Artest, for his three. Which pretty much sealed the deal for the Lakers, come on, bro. All around, the only thing that was bad about Kobe during this game was his shooting, but the rest, honestly, was perfect, okay? He mastered his all-around game during that specific game to make sure that he would put his imprint on the Lakers win. He was having a bad night, but he figured out a way to win. That's what champions do. If you tried to discredit his entire run, his entire finals performance, because of his 6 for 24, field goal shooting, bro. Come on, this is crazy, bro. And you try to say Paul Gasol, how? I hear people say this, but it's bro, I have never heard a legit argument for this, bro. This is crazy, but whatever.
One of the more recent people to make that suggestion was Dwayne Wade.
Yeah, Dwayne, bro, that's the thing. D Wade was just salty because he's, mind you, he's the same guy who literally admitted that he wanted to team up with LeBron, just because he saw Kobe get his 5th ring, just because of how salty he was, bro. Come on, bro. Probably Dwayne Wade wasn't really thinking what he said, but hey, well, whatever. We're not thinking an opinion like this serious, an opinion like that serious from a guy who literally admitted that he wanted to team up with another top 3 player in the NBA just to get rings because Kobe had 5, he had only 1, and LeBron had none at the time. Come on, bro. Who cares what D Wade had to say?
Well, actually, everybody thought Pau Gasol should have been MVP. That's how.
Nobody thought this but you, and a couple of haters, but yeah.
Now in that 7th and deciding game against the Boston Celtics, Kobe's Lakers were able to come away with a victory, securing his 5th and final championship. But the Mamba only shot 6 of 24 from the field, which is where all of these criticisms and narratives stem from. Now don't get me wrong, I don't care what angle you take. There's simply no way that you can spin 6 of 24 shooting from the field into an efficient scoring night.
It's not it's not efficient, but you know what I'm saying, he still figured it out, you know, to win. That's what champions do. You know?
There was a lot more to that game than just the shooting percentages.
Exactly.
If you don't understand the context of that battle, then the 6 of 24 is going to look way uglier than it actually was.
Exactly.
First off, you have to understand the nature of that Lakers and Celtics rivalry. This was a very contentious rivalry that was often determined with its grit and physicality. Kobe talked about this after losing Game 6 of the 2008 NBA Finals. He mentioned how the absence of Andrew Bynum hurt their chances, due to the fact that their interior defense and rebounding was some of the most crucial aspects of that series. One of the reasons why Kobe famously ran through Pau Gasol's chest in the 2008
Summer I remember that.
Was because he was trying to make Pau physically tougher, who was frequently called soft during that era. And this was primarily in preparation for the next time they were to meet the Boston Celtics in the NBA Finals. Even in Kobe's documentary, known as Kobe Bryant's Muse, he talked about how the Celtics were tougher, meaner, and grittier than the Lakers were willing to be in 2008. So clearly, this was a defining aspect of their ongoing rivalry. If you were paying attention closely heading into the 2010 NBA Finals, then you knew this to be the case. So what happens in Game 7 of those finals? Will the referees completely put away their whistles and let the defining aspect of that rivalry be the determining factor?
Yeah, they weren't going crazy with the whistles too. They really let them play, bro. I watched that game, you know, not too long ago, like 2 months ago, bro. And just remembering like how physical and how intense this game was, bro. You could just feel it, bro. And the refs really were not going crazy with that whistle, bro. It just, I don't know. I just felt like I just couldn't, you know. I don't know, cause like I had just got done watching, you know, Game 7 of the you know, of last year's finals, bro. I had to compare this to the 2010 finals, Game 7, and I had to compare the two, and it's like, bro, I couldn't help myself but compare the two, bro. Like the refs, like, bro, they were really letting them play, bro.
In that climactic moment, I say this as someone who watched every NBA Finals game since then. I don't think there has ever been a single finals game as physical as this one was.
This was really physical.
In 2010. And honestly, I even think there were very few games before 2010 that could match its physicality.
Yeah.
They have let them play right from the start of this game. There's been a lot of contact down low.
Yeah, there was a lot of contact, bro.
83-79, and it was quite simply an ugly game that often resembled rugby more so than basketball.
Facts, bro.
My word for it. The entirety of this game is available on YouTube.
Yep.
And if you watch it, I guarantee you'll agree. So yes, Kobe Bryant, with a broken index finger on his shooting hand, shot 6 of 24 from the field.
He had a broken index finger, bro. This is one thing people don't like to, you know, bro. He had that broken, you know, finger the entire season, literally, bro. Entire season, bro.
One of the ugliest games in NBA history. But you know who else struggled from the field? Basically everyone.
Hey, bro, literally what I said.
I love to bring up how inefficiently the Mamba shot to fit their narrative.
Literally, bro. I think Kevin Garnett is the only one who was like decent, really, but like everyone else, bro, was really like not that good, you know, from the field, like.
But you know who else struggled from the field? Basically everyone. People love to bring up how inefficiently the Mamba shot to fit their narrative.
Yeah.
While conveniently ignoring the fact that Pau Gasol was 6 of 16.
Exactly.
Artest was 7 of 18.
Yeah.
Lamar Odom was 3 of 8.
Yeah.
Andrew Bynum was 1 of 5.
Yeah.
Paul Pierce was 5 of 6.
Exactly, bro. They don't want to talk about that, bro.
Ray Allen, who Kobe defended, was only 3 of 14. Basically, the only key player who had an efficient night was Kevin Garnett.
Exactly what I said.
13 from the field. So again, Kobe is often taking criticism for something that applied to almost everyone that game.
Exactly. If it applied to every player, almost every almost every starter, during that game, that should tell you like how physical and how how competitive and how intense this game was, bro.
And what's often never mentioned is how Kobe excelled in one of the most pivotal factors of that matchup. As we talked about earlier, the key elements of the series was defense and rebounding.
Yeah.
Not only did the Mamba
and both Kobe was elite during that game, bro. He couldn't find the basket, but bro, he mastered, both of those other things. Like
his man to a worse shooting percentage than his, but Kobe also dominated on the boards. Not only did the Lakers win the battle of the boards by a significant margin, but Kobe was one of the biggest reasons why. He got a career high in the NBA Finals of 15 rebounds.
15, bro.
Which was an equal amount to the entire Celtics Big Three combined. Then you look at the fourth quarter. The Lakers were trailing by 4 points heading into the final 12 minutes of regulation. Who led all players in scoring that period? Kobe Bryant. Who gave the Lakers their first lead of the second half? That was Kobe. Who instantly doubled that lead with a clutch jumper? That was Kobe too. Who got the assist on the biggest three-point shot of that series? That was the Mamba.
Yeah.
Who fouled out the Celtics' only remaining center and knocked down the free throws to make it a two-possession game with only 25 seconds left?
Yep.
You already know who it is. Remember, nearly everyone shot poorly this game, meaning the determining factor for the victor were always going to be the things that were done outside of scoring. And did Kobe excel in those other aspects? The answer is absolutely unequivocally yes.
Yes.
I do believe, beyond a shadow of a doubt, that Kobe deserved the Finals MVP. But people saying otherwise is not really what annoys me. Because yeah, Pau Gasol deserves a ton of credit. And they don't.
Yeah, he deserves a lot. He deserves a lot of credit, bro. Pau Gasol, bro. He was really good during that series, bro.
Without him either. More specifically, what really annoys me is when people who didn't watch that game act like the Lakers won Game 7 in spite of Kobe, when the truth is they won that crucial game because of Kobe more so than any other player on the team.
Literally, bro.
So what do you guys think? He
was still the best player on the Lakers during that game.
That was as physically ugly as Game 7 of the 2010 NBA
leading scorer, and on top of that, 15 rebounds, bro.
Finals. If so, I would love to hear your suggestions.
And clutch assist at the end.
Below. Once again, shout out to the members for the ways you support my channel. Thanks for watching as always. Make sure to like and subscribe for more basketball content, and I'll see you guys in the next video.
Anyways, that was it for the dumbest criticism of Kobe Bryant. Let me know what you guys think in the comment, and in the comment section, and then I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.